You're watching MH Nation. Get the latest NBA news, transfer rumors, and match updates fast. Like, share, and subscribe to stay ahead of the game.
The Los Angeles Lakers offseason might be about to take an unexpected turn. Just when it seemed Rui Hachimura was packing his bags to leave Los Angeles, a new scenario emerged behind the scenes in the NBA, reigniting fans' hopes. But that isn't the only news that could completely alter the franchise's future. While the front office quietly works on a way to keep Hachimura, another key name has firmly landed on the Lakers' radar as a potential roster addition. And as if that weren't enough, information from league sources reveals that Rob Pelinka isn't done yet. He is preparing new moves that could transform the team, featuring Luka Dončić and Austin Reeves before the season even begins. Just when we thought that was it, the Lakers prove us wrong. A battle lies ahead, and you won't want to miss out. Subscribe to our channel to get insider info on the team we love. Plus, the Lakers' rivals and the entire NBA will be stunned by what this squad can achieve when it comes to building a championship roster. Hit the like button. It takes just 3 seconds, but is well worth it. The Los Angeles Lakers have been one of the most active teams in the NBA during the early stages of the 2026 offseason. Yet, despite all the changes, one issue keeps both the fans and the front office up at night: the future of Rui Hachimura. Curiously, just when his departure seemed like a foregone conclusion, new behind-the-scenes information suggests this saga might be far from over. The Lakers have virtually exhausted their financial flexibility following all the moves made this offseason. This led many to believe it would be impossible to compete financially to re-sign Hachimura, who is enjoying one of the best stretches of his career at age 28, and is naturally seeking a contract that reflects his increased value. A report by Mark Stein and Jake Fisher of Times, the Steinline Times, has only deepened that pessimism. According to reporters, Hachimura continues to draw strong interest from two franchises, the Brooklyn Nets and the Detroit Pistons. Behind the scenes, the expectation was that the forward would ultimately leave Los Angeles, given that both teams could put forward more financially attractive offers. However, just as fans were beginning to accept the possibility of losing Hachimura, completely different information emerged. According to league sources, there is a strong suspicion that the Lakers are quietly working behind the scenes to create the financial conditions necessary to present a new offer to the player. And this is precisely where the story gets even more interesting. According to McMenamin, some believe Los Angeles is planning a strategic trade or utilizing contract extension mechanisms involving Jared Vanderbilt or DeAndre Ayton to clear cap space and significantly increase the offer for Hachimura. In other words, despite the financial hurdles, the forward's future with the team remains completely up in the air. But do the Lakers really have enough room to turn this hope into reality? That is what could determine the franchise's next moves. The Lakers face massive financial challenges, yet there is a path that could keep Rui Hachimura in the purple and gold. Currently, DeAndre Ayton holds a contract worth $8.104 million for the 2026-27 season. Meanwhile, Jared Vanderbilt is set to earn over $12 million next season and holds a player option worth approximately $13 million for 2027-28. Combined, Ayton and Vanderbilt account for more than $20.5 million in salary. It is precisely this figure that could become the Lakers' key tool for clearing cap space and attempting to offer Hachimura a competitive contract. The problem is, none of this will be simple. Any team willing to absorb these contracts is unlikely to do so without getting something in return. The Lakers would likely need to include draft picks or even part with another key player to convince another franchise to engage in this type of deal. That is why many believe a contract extension involving these players might be a more viable alternative than a traditional trade. The big question remains, would this be enough to convince Rui Hachimura to stay? During the 2025-26 regular season, Hachimura played 68 games, averaging 11.5 points, 3.3 rebounds, and 1.7 made three-pointers per game. Furthermore, he was extremely efficient, shooting 51.4% from the field, an impressive 44.3% from three-point range, and 69.4% from the free throw line. But it was in the playoffs that he really turned heads. His three-point shooting percentage reached an incredible 56.9%, making him a crucial part of the Lakers' offensive system. These numbers perfectly explain why the front office is still making efforts to keep him on the roster. And while Hachimura's situation remains unresolved, another name has strongly emerged behind the scenes and could represent another key addition for the team. According to Times The Athletic, the Lakers have shown interest in signing Jonathan Kuminga. The wing became a free agent after the Atlanta Hawks decided not to exercise his $24.3 million renewal option. Prior to that, Kuminga had signed a 2-year, $48.5 million contract with the Golden State Warriors. During his recent stint with the Hawks, he played 16 games, averaging 12.2 points, 5.3 rebounds, and 2.1 assists in just 22 minutes per game. His athletic profile addresses exactly one of the main needs needs identified by the Lakers to strengthen the team's wing positions. But even if Kuminga does arrive, indications suggest that Rob Pelinka is far from finished with his work this offseason. Anyone who thinks the Los Angeles Lakers have already wrapped up their offseason might be sorely mistaken. The latest information shows that the front office is still working behind the scenes to bolster the roster before the start of the 2026-27 season. Even after several signings, the Lakers acknowledge a significant need on the wings, particularly regarding perimeter defense. According to Dan Wojcicki, league sources state that the franchise is still looking for a young wing capable of strengthening that area. But there is one detail that could completely change the team's plans. If no major signing occurs, the responsibility will likely fall on two rookies, Cameron Carr and Adu Thiero. Unlike most young players, they may not have time for gradual development and might need to contribute immediately. This situation takes on added significance given JJ Redick's coaching style. He typically relies on a rotation of just 9 players. As it stands, Luka Dončić, Austin Reeves, Quentin Grimes, Sandro Mamukelashvili, and Walker Kessler are the favorites for the starting lineup, while Colin Sexton and DeAndre Ayton are expected to lead the second unit. That leaves only 2 spots open in the main rotation. Jake LaRavia and Jared Vanderbilt are options, but neither inspires complete confidence just yet. This is where Cameron Carr and Adu Thiero come into play. Carr possesses exactly the traits the Lakers are looking for: size, athleticism, and a solid three-point shot. If he can adapt quickly to the NBA, he could earn significant playing time right out of the gate. Thiero, meanwhile, stands out for his physical intensity and defensive prowess, though he still needs to refine his technical skills to secure a consistent role. Unless the Lakers make another major move, at least one of the two will need to step up and play a key role in Redick's rotation. While the team works to retain Rui Hachimura, keeps tabs on Jonathan Kuminga, and searches for another defensive wing, Carr and Thiero could ultimately prove vital to the franchise's success in the 2026-27 season. Now, the big question remains: will the Lakers surprise the market with another high-profile signing, or will the front office fully commit to the talent of Cameron Carr and Adu Thiero to round out the rotation? The coming days promise to be decisive, and any new move could completely shift the team's outlook for the 2026-27 season. If you enjoyed this update and want to keep up with all the latest news, rumors, and behind-the-scenes info on the Los Angeles Lakers, please hit the like button. It really helps the channel grow and shows that you want to keep seeing this kind of content. Also, be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Rui Hachimura will stay with the Lakers? And which new player would you like to see wearing the purple and gold? See you next time.